So I want to ask you because our museum, we have been visited by many children, and yesterday a young Japanese boy and text me and asked me how to tune in to this broadcast. So I presume he's tuning in. He's so. What will you tell a child? Hi, Sasuke. If you're tuning in,
Yeah.
this
Hi,
is for you.
Suzuki.
Yeah. What would you tell a child who dreams about gold mining and diamond mining, Jim?
Okay, so I mean, I was that child. All right, I just loved the idea of it, and as a kid, probably just like you, Kunming, I was the kid who was hanging around the museums. I loved all the rock collections and the natural world, and I would tell that kid, keep pestering your parents to take you to the museum, and keep looking at all of the natural world presented in the museums. And their museums, including your museum, Kunming, that's absolutely fantastic when I went there. Um, Go and study in the museums, start a rock collection, and make sure that you annotate the rock collection with each rock group, make little notes, get a notebook and make little notes about your collection and what you
Yeah.
find. Go into your back garden if you've got one, or the local park, and pick up things that interest you and describe them in your notebook, and collect them in little plastic food bags or something. Start collecting things and read around the subject. So find a book, pester your parents to go to the best bookshop in Singapore or Japan or wherever it is, and in that bookshop, go to the geology section. And geology is a great subject because it's got lots of pictures, it's got beautiful images, and then you can start connecting the little minerals that you're finding with the stuff in the book or the museum. And science is all about connecting things and patterns. When those patterns start to jump out, the beauty jumps out and you will be captured by it. The gold mining and the diamond mining, they will come, but I would not recommend Singapore, at least as a gold mining destination. Wonderful place though it is for food and everything else and people, but Japan has got a couple of fantastic gold mines, epithermal gold mines there, very high
Oh,
grade, and you can go to those places, no doubt, and you'd probably be able to pick up some old rock samples from around them, or the waste dump or something, if you can get on there safely. So yeah, just get out there and start collecting.
wow. Thanks, Jim. That was a really good sharing, about how to practical steps for really growing your interest. One last question here is the other way around. What would you tell a parent whose child dreams about gold mining and diamond mining?
Yeah, I listen to the child and take all the things I said to the child there. Do what the child tells you to do. You take that child to the museum. You take him outside collecting. Get him a little hand lens. I've got one here. A little loupe, a loupe or
Yeah.
hand lens that he can look at the rocks with, and a magnifying glass and the notebook. Buy the odd little rock perhaps, and take him out on the field trips or to the museums, and to the natural world. Take him outside. Don't keep him on the do not put him on the screens, because you don't learn geology from a screen. You've got to learn it from a book. A book is better than a screen. So that's my advice.
Jim, you were writing in your book, you will say that where were you when you were young? You were in England, is it?
I grew up in Wales,
Wales.
which is to the west of England, and I went to school there. I grew up on a farm, and I was involved in hunting and shooting and fishing, and I had quite an outdoorsy kind of life. There's a picture of me in the book actually holding up a fish as a little 12-year-old, 10-year-old kid or something. So I was quite an outdoorsy kid. I loved the natural world, and I had the privilege of growing up in a beautiful part of mid Wales.
Wow. Because you said something like in Wales, there's not much mining going on. So
No.
so it's like Singapore. Singapore, we don't have mining here, apart
Well,
maybe mining Bitcoin, maybe, but not.
Yeah, it's not the same. I don't know much about that, mate. I can tell you. But the thing is, though, all right. All the mine. Wales used to be a world centre for copper mining, and lead and zinc mining. Used to supply the world with coal. There's fantastic geology in Wales. They're just not mining it because the politicians have shut it all down, basically, and environmental reasons and community expectations and so forth. So that's what happened to the mining. And big mines in Australia have displaced small mines in Wales. But it's a great place to learn geology. And although Singapore itself, I suspect there's not much, there's a bit of alluvial stuff there and whatever, but you have got, when you go into Malaysia, you jump in your car, Malaysia has got a fantastic geology and a lot of tin mining, a lot of granitic, porphyritic granites, with very fantastic crystals and minerals and all those old tin mines in Malaysia would be great places to collect rocks, and I'm sure plenty of them are accessible too.
Yes.
By car. So Malaysia's fantastic. Thailand. When I went to Thailand to Phuket last, there's a mining museum in Phuket. Quite hard to go. Nobody goes there apart from apparently me. But Phuket used to be a lot of tin dredging there, as it was in Malaysia. So with a little just Google it up. There's lots of places to go mineral collecting, which aren't that ambitious, to get to. COVID hasn't helped, but we're coming out of that now, and hopefully our best mineral collecting days are ahead of us.
Wow, that's great. Andrew, any last questions? No,
I'm good. Thanks, Jim.
So maybe just some closing thoughts, Jim.
Really, it's for kids. Get out there, get a little hammer, pair of safety glasses, and start looking at things, because the best geologists and the best scientists are inquisitive, and they're always asking questions. And a great place to start if you're in Singapore is in Kunming's museum, which has got a beautiful rock collection, and I loved going there myself. So you've got to get out of the house, and that's how you do it. Okay, wow. Get out, ask questions.
Thank you so much, Jim. Really, thank you for taking this time to speak with us about your projects. And just want to show you all some websites you can go to. And let me see, put it on here. Yeah, this gibrriverdiamonds.com is Jim's company. And you can also go to jimrichards.com.au, where you can find his resources, his book, and connect with him. And those of you who are interested in the phosphate mine, you can send him a tinker on the phosphate mine and all these mines. And their stocks are listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. So if you want to find out more, just go and head down to gibrriverdiamonds.com. So thank you very much, Jim, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Kunming, and thanks everybody for your time. Thank you, Andrew, and look forward to catching you again sometime. Thanks for your time. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Bye. And broadcast.